Okay, hey now, guys. Welcome to the Calling All Gamers podcast. September 8th, no, actually, 2016.
1994, 1999. That's when Metal Gear Solid came out. Alright, so yeah, it's been a while since we had a podcast.
Yeah, Chris got a new job, a fancy new job, where he runs around the valley getting parts for various cars.
Yeah,
Anything speedy?
no, just, no, I drive like a grandpa just because I have a lot of parts and, yeah, I just want to be careful, but it's cool.
Hmm. Well, that's good to know. Anyway, a couple of weeks back, we went to a particular event.
Oh yeah, it was, what is it called? SoCal Retro Gaming Expo?
Yeah,
There we go.
the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. It was in the city of industry. Various internet celebrities were there. There was
Pat?
Pat, yeah,
Pro Jared,
Jared, gaming historian.
Gaming Norm, the completionist was there. The completionist. Frank was there.
Frank was there.
Who else was there? The Game Chasers were there.
Yeah, the guy from Nick Arcade.
Yeah.
Anyone that grew up in the '90s, the guy from Nick Arcade was there.
It's some guy. Oh, I don't know if you know the Black Nerd, Andre Meadows. He has a YouTube channel. He was there.
I've seen some of his videos, but I don't know. I can never get into him.
I was kind of hoping that Alpha Omega Sin was there, but
No,
yeah,
no, he lives on the East Coast,
yeah.
I think.
But usually he hangs out a lot with the Game Chasers and Pat sometimes.
Yeah, well, with the Game Chasers, I don't know how they get their income to travel so much.
Yeah, they go to almost every like retro gaming expo.
So, yeah, and that was my first retro gaming expo. I didn't know that they're doing them for years, and
now we know they're pretty cool, and we'll probably go to another one again.
yeah, if there's one near here, I'm not gonna travel.
Well, I mean, City and Industry was not that far, right?
Nah, it was only about 45 minutes?
40 to 45 minutes, 50.
Yeah, so it wasn't too far away. We've been to the City of Industry before. When we went to that one.
Bowling alley, round one.
Yeah, we went to round one bowling alley for when one of our bosses was like treating us to something. So we.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Not that many arcades. Well,
there were
fighting game arcades.
But I think they were overcharging like a buck $50 to play Street Fighter.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. Like even like Family Fun charged for like 50 cents, I guess.
And then for a while, but then I started seeing that Third Strike was a quarter.
Yeah, well, yeah, Third Strike was a quarter, but
Third Strike was a quarter. I think Street Fighter 4 was.
I know Street Fighter 4.
50 cents.
Well, actually, I remember when Vanilla Street Fighter 4
was $1, right? It was $1.
Yeah, when it first came out, it was $1.
Yeah.
Then I think I guess once they made the money back, they dropped it down to 50 cents. Yeah. So I guess that's how it goes. You try to make your money back as fast as possible. Especially like how much was the arcade? Like 10 grand?
Yeah.
That was a very expensive arcade. If you look,
man, I'm starting to have moments now, like vivid moments of having fun arcade. Putting my dollar into the quarter machine, and like the counter, and then far in the back was a bathroom, and then was the Dance Dance Revolution machine, and then like the entrance had like the air hockey table. And then it had. And
on the right side in the entrance, it was like San Francisco Rush.
Yeah, and then there was the like the drumming one, Initial D, and then they had the drums and then the guitar one, and then close to the register they had the little like the Japanese arcades ones, the ones that you sit down, and then the other ones were just Third Strike.
Dude, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh my god! Because I didn't really think about it as much until we started talking about it, and I could just. Like picture myself there playing for hours and leaving until like late. So
yeah. I remember on the last day I was there. I don't know. Every time I would go there, I would make an effort to play the King of Fighter games they had there, and
I played. What was it? 13. They had it there.
yeah, they had 13, and they had King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited
Hmm.
there, and it was the first time I saw it. Um, I think it was using a JAMA board or something. I don't know what it was using, but it was me and two other dudes, and we're like we were all Mexicans. Like I was the only English speaking guy of the group, and those two other guys, they were like they just jumped the fence recently, and they were so on their based off their accent, I could tell like more or less where they came from, and really rural farmer kind of guys. But they
Yeah.
played King of Fighters, and it was just us three rotating, playing King of Fighters, and the and after about like I don't know, we must have spent maybe 2 or 3 hours on that game, continually beating each other's asses. No one was better than anyone else. We were just there,
Equal.
equal.
Yeah.
We're pulling off somewhat combos. To me, I barely knew how to play that version of the game. Like I'm familiar with yeah, King of Fighters 2002, the regular one on a Dreamcast. There we go. So yeah, I'm familiar with that one, but I was not familiar with how Unlimited play. And yeah, so it was whatever. We played, we're having fun, and then the quarter machine fills up. Like the machine will not take any more quarters.
Really, it filled up.
It filled up. So the guy Steve, I think was his name. He was the owner of Family Fun. He was still there. He was looking at everyone. That place was packed, by the way.
I just want to say that guy was really nice, really cool
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, and the place was packed, and I'm like going through this entire crowd of people, and I finally reach him and I say, hey, is there a way you can help out with the King Fires machine? The quarter thing got filled up, and we want to play some more, whatever. And he didn't have the key on him at that time. Like I guess he sent I don't know who on air, and then they had the key, so he was out of the key for a while, which I don't understand why, but whatever. And I go back, tell the guys what happened. They felt bad, so they kind of left, and I look over to the Street Fighter machines, and they were all full. And at that point, I kind of had my fill because of I, well, at that point I think I might have been there like 4 or 5 hours already.
That was the last day.
That was the last day. Not well, it was the day before the last day. The following day I had work, which really bummed me out because I really wanted to be there the very last day. So that was it. And when I left, like my heart ached as I stepped out of that place for the final time. It like ached, and I wanted to cry as my brother drove me back home. I'm like, I gotta hold it in, gotta hold it in.
Yeah, man. That's a big part of my youth right there. Well, I'm 31 right now, and I remember going there uh, when I turned like 21, 22. I've been going since. I think the last time I stopped going was maybe when did it close out?
I forgot.
2014? No, not 14. 13?
I think so. I think 2013.
Well, yeah. Well, I stopped going the last year, around 2013, but I didn't. I think the last time I went was like maybe a month before they stopped, a month before they closed Family Fun, and
And
I went there every day, dude, like after school and like after work, and just saved the quarters and just played.
yeah, well, I think we took that place for granted.
Yeah. Oh.
Like I always thought it would always be there,
Yeah.
but especially considering how packed it would get sometimes.
Yeah. Even sometimes when I ran out of quarters, I just stood there and hung out and watched, and still had a good time.
Yeah,
Just being around the environment is what I love.
yeah, and the competition there was like
Yeah,
intense,
there was a
man.
lot of good Third Strike players.
Yeah,
Sometimes me and my friends will do commentary. Yeah, and kind of predict how this person's gonna play. But it was fun. Like I remember when I was working at GameStop, I would go like with some of the guys, and we just play. It was fun. It was a good times. Family fun was big. That's always gonna be in my heart forever. So.
yeah, that's cool. And that's sad too, because there'll never be another place like it. It's one of those it's one of those locations that, or one of those places that you that grows on you. You know, first time I was there, it was like Killer Instinct came out in '94, right? So
Yeah.
there's the first place I ever played Killer Instinct. My brother took me one day. I saw it and I started playing with it. And
Dude, I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about Family Fun Arcade and all the times I had there.
yeah, you know, but unfortunately, there can never be another place like it because
No.
Los Angeles has a stupid law where only a certain amount of arcades could be in a single location. It was one of these laws that they made up back in the '80s to prevent, I guess, delinquency or some bullshit like that. However, there are certain locations around LA, such as Burbank and Long Beach, that don't have such policies. So
that arcade place we've been to in LA,
where was it exactly?
downtown LA. We should go. I mean, but did you like any of the arcade machines they have there? Or,
I'm trying to remember.
remember when with Josh?
Oh, that place.
Was it? It's okay. Huh?
Yeah, I think it's been there as long as Found Fun Arcade.
But it doesn't really have a lot of fighting games.
Nah, because they're trying to appeal to the like any business. They try to appeal to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
They had like an older version of Street Fighter 4. I think it was just Super Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
And they had King of Fighters, which the buttons were messed up, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember I beat that game with only like the hard punch and hard kick buttons, and all the other buttons were broken.
Oh yeah. And it, remember we went to Burbank for All Amusement.
Yeah, that was in the town center.
The freaking
Yeah.
Third Strike had a blue screen.
Yeah.
So I know where we can still play Third Strike. Game Dude.
Yeah. Oh wow. I forgot about that. Didn't we spend like an entire hour and a half there just playing Third
Did
Strike?
they get mad at us if we do that?
No, because it's their machine. We put a quarter in. That's money going.
I mean, obviously we're gonna go to Game Dude to buy a game, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, hey, let's play it. So we're there. We're still, they know.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. So.
And we got laundromats too.
Yeah, that's true. So
every now and then I go to the laundromat near my house.
Most of them are SNK machines.
Well, they're the cheapest.
Yeah.
I think I said this before.
So at least I'll still get to play King of Fighters. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah, like I think I said this before. Like an MVS, I think costs I don't know how many hundreds of dollars, and the cartridges are hundreds of dollars, but you don't have to spend $1,000 for a whole new arcade.
Yeah.
You just pay the cartridge and you're good to go.
Like Street Fighter 2 machines are expensive.
Yeah, it's because they're wearing out.
Yeah, that's why. And then Third Strike machines are still expensive too, and SNK versus Capcom versus SNK as well.
The reason why they were expensive is because some of those they were disc-based arcade machines. They actually had like a CD-ROM or some kind of ROM inside the actual unit, and those tend to wear out.
It's a cool cup, sorry.
Yeah, I give Chris. I drank some down my Sonic cup.